I'm going to revisit my stake mount. This is a tent stake, and I've got a antenna mount bolted to it with my coax going to the radio, which is maybe 10 feet or so from the antenna. I have a Hustler disconnect, so I can disconnect the Hustler mast. I have power poles, got pigtails connected to the antenna mount. I've got 4 of them. I've got Anderson power poles at the end of the 4 pigtails, and then I've got Anderson power poles on my radials. Now this is just a piece of speaker wire, and here's a piece of number 14 wire. And it doesn't really matter what you're using. Here's another piece of that's 14, and there's another piece of 14. So I've got 4 radials here, and they're about 10, 11, 12 feet long. The length is not critical at all. This gives me a 1.1 to 1 SWR on 40 meters. It gives me maybe a 1.25 on 30 meters. It gives me about a 1.1 to 1 or so on 20 meters. I can cover the entire CW band with a setting of 1 resonator. And it's a 54-inch Hustler mast. This is the old one. I have a new one that doesn't have the fold-over part in the middle of it. But they're all, well, most of them are 54 inches. You can get shorter ones, but the longer the better. And at the top of the 54-inch mast, I have 20-meter resonator. And I have measured the length of the stinger, sticking at the top of it from here to the tip top, so I can repeat the setting. I've also got a 20-meter resonator that's set for the sideband part of the band. I got a 15-meter resonator that covers pretty much the entire 15-meter band. I've got the best SWR on CW. And got a 17-meter element. I've got 2 40-meter elements, one set for sideband and one set for CW. This is probably the quickest and simplest mount I have. I built one the other day that I can use that is self-supporting, that could be set up in a parking lot or on a deck. Or if the dirt was too hard to get the tent stake in, you could just set up my little, I call it my Z mount. It's 3 33-inch pieces of aluminum channel held together with a couple of bolts. I did a video on that, I think, yesterday. So this works good. I just got through working quite a few POTA stations with my FT 891. I always leave it set at 50 watts when I'm doing any chasing, or even when I'm activating a park. 50 watts is plenty of power with this antenna.